When was that? You know,
that was 2010, I guess.
Yeah.
That was the first year of the show. I think that was from the pilot. I think
Yeah,
that was
maybe from the pilot.
Yeah, 2009, 10, something like that.
Chris Rock told you make specials a masterpiece.
Yeah, you try to. Yeah, because they have longevity. That you want to make them something that's always
almost a sculpturing thing that we've talked about.
Yeah, specials are something. It's to me. I used to describe it like the way they make samurai swords, or used to.
Yeah.
That they bang it and then fold it and then bang it again, and then they fold it and keep banging it. So they pound on it, and they fold it so that they're squeezing out all the oxygen that's in the. You know what I mean? Just keep making it perfect. So every time you think I've got an hour. No, you don't. Write another hour and then fold it into that one, and then get rid of all the impurities and all the bad stuff, and then keep doing that. I had a lot of process I used to do, like everything that was my your big closing bit. Yeah. Your closing bit can make you very sluggish, kind of lazy, because about 20 minutes into your set, you're like, it's a 60-minute set usually, or maybe 90.
Yeah.
So like 20 minutes in, you're now 20 minutes away from your big 20-minute closer, which is not going to fail.
Close is 20 minutes?
Well, if you got a really good, strong one. Right. So 20 minutes in, you're like, I can coast for 20 minutes because I got this thing. So I started making life hard for myself by opening with the closer. Like, let's open with the hardest material. And then now I'm in a much worse shape.
Then you got a long way to go.
Yeah, then I have to follow it. I have to follow my toughest material with stuff that's pretty weak, and I have no closer. I have nothing to depend on. There's just an open wound at the end. So, but if I did that, then this bit would just, through need, it would cauterize and become the closer. And then you put that at the beginning, and you keep doing that until you have, hopefully, 90 minutes of closing bits, where you could just flop them out and it doesn't matter what order.
That ought to be a prescription for everybody, to be able to take a hard look and make sure you're not coasting and turn it upside down.
I'm very happy. I'm married, and I love my wife. I love her very much. My wife hates me. She fucking hates me. She hates me so much. Like, that's what she does. Like, if you asked her, what'd you do today? I fucking hate that guy. That's what I did today. I hate Louis. She's so mad at me all the time. Here's the latest thing. The other day, she got really mad. She said to me, you know what you did? You filled the dishwasher with dishes, you put the soap in, and you didn't turn it on. And I'm like, oh, shit. What are we going to do now? But here's the part where she blows my mind. This is amazing when she gets to this level. She says, well, why didn't you turn it on? Like, I have a reason for not turning it on. And I'm like, can't I just be stupid? Can't it just be that I'm a fucking idiot? That I filled the dishwasher and then I went, boo, and I walked away? I can live with that. I'm cool with that. But she says, no, why'd you do it? Which means I decided not to do it. Do you know how much more of an asshole that makes me? That means I filled the dishwasher and then I went, you know what? Fuck her. I ain't turning it on. She can suck my dick if she thinks I'm pressing that on button. I'll fill it, but I don't fucking press on. Not in my own house. Why would I do that?
Here's another one. Another thing I believe deep down again is that gay people should stop doing that. Because, and not for any moral or societal reason, I don't give a shit. I have gay friends. That's love. It's, you should respect what they want to do with their lives. But they're doing it wrong. It's not supposed to be two vaginas smushed together. It doesn't make any sense. It's like two buckets and you hold the openings against each other. There's nothing being accomplished. You need to put a thing in a thing, otherwise what are you doing? I mean, gay guys, I get it, because they're putting a dick in a place. In an ass of a man, which, by the way, what better place to put a dick than a man's ass? It's perfect. It's even a vagina is awkward. You have to go up and in, and you have to kind of, or she has to splay herself, and you have to go like this. It just looks weird, even. But a guy, you just walk up to him, and your dick's in his ass. That's it. You just walk up behind him. And it's that simple. Just, I'm gay. That's it. You just walk up, you're gay. And then somebody goes into you. That's how we were packed originally, to save space. But the two holes bumped. What the hell are you doing? It's wrong. Not morally, just geometrically. I think there's a hell, and I think I'm going. And like a friend of mine was telling me about how he had sex with a hooker, and it turned out to be a guy. And it was like a horrible thing for him, and he had to get over it with therapy. And as I'm listening to this, I realized, shit, that happened to me too. And the upsetting part of it wasn't that it happened, but that I had forgotten. This wasn't like a landmark in my life like it was for him. I was like, oh yeah, no shit, I f***ed a guy once back in Montreal. I forgot about that.
I've seen a few tits. I've seen, I don't know, 48 maybe, I don't know. I've had my history in my life, you know. I've been divorced for 5 years, and it's been the best part of my life, being divorced. Easily my favorite part of my life. I love being divorced. Every year has been better than the last. And it's the only time I can say that about. And by the way, I'm not saying don't get married. If you meet somebody, fall in love and get married, and then get divorced, because that's the best part. It's the best part. Marriage is just like a larva stage for true happiness, which is divorce. Because you just let go, and everything's fine now. Divorce is forever. It really actually is. Marriage is for how long you can hack it. But divorce just gets stronger like a piece of oak. Nobody ever says, oh, my divorce is falling apart, it's over, I can't take it. And again, if you're in a good marriage, stay in it. If you're in the best marriage ever, stay in it. I'm just saying, if you got out, it would be better. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's true. Everything's better. My ex-wife and I, this is the best part of our knowing each other. We're good co-parents because we live apart and we're friends. Our kids go to her half the week, they come to me half the week. And I'm a good father. I'm an attentive, focused, and responsible father. Do you know why? Because I get to say goodbye to these kids every week. Are you shitting me? It's like every parent's fantasy. Who can't be a good father for half of every week? No matter how bad it gets, every Wednesday I get to go, goodbye, girls. Daddy's gonna go upstairs and pour whiskey all over his naked body right now. I'm gonna lay in my own filth until 2 seconds before you come back here. That's why I'm such a good dad. My daughter was having a dance thing at her school. They had this big dance. Anyway, we all went, all the parents, and everybody's there, and everybody's got their phone. Every single parent. It was an amazing thing to watch, because kids are dancing, and every parent is standing there like this. Every single person was blocking their vision of their actual child with their phone. And the kids, I went over by the stage, and the kids, there's people holding iPads in front of their faces. It looked like we're all in the witness protection program. Like the kids can't see their parents. And everybody's watching a shitty movie of something that's happening 10 feet. Like, look at your fucking kid. The resolution on the kid is unbelievable. If you just look, it's totally HD. Why are you taping this? You're never gonna watch it. In a million years, you're not gonna watch videos of your kids doing shit you missed the first time it happened. You don't watch it, you just put it on Facebook. Here, you watch it. I wanna take a nap now. And then you get to read all the comments. Oh my God! It's so cute! And guess what? They're not watching it either. They're not watching the video. These kids are dancing for no one. Nobody watches the videos on your Facebook. They see the first frame of a kid and they go, ah, that's very nice. Okay, back to this. Nobody's watching your kids' videos on Facebook, I promise you. I'll prove it to you. Next time you tape your kids dance, take 1 second of it, and then add 20 minutes of just your own asshole. Just go in the bathroom and just record your own anus opening and closing for 20 minutes. Tack it on to your kid dancing for a second and put that on Facebook. Everybody will write the same thing. That's adorable. I think I see a future star. I thought I had COVID about 3 times. I'm one of those idiots. I was like, I think I have it. Can you feel? I'm bad with pain, too. Like the other day, I hit my elbow right on that spot where if I had a gun, I'd be dead now. You know, I can't do pain. That's why I could never be a cop. I couldn't walk around with a gun right here. There's 50 things a day where I'd be like, fuck that ain't worth it. That's my main problem, by the way, with the whole defund the police idea. What about people that want to commit suicide by cop? What about them? Anyway, we'll put a pin in that, but... We had a lot of protests in New York, and now we have protesters that just live here. They're not at a protest, they're just here. I saw a protester in Washington Square Park. She had green hair and dirty legs. And she's holding a little piece of cardboard, and it's with a Sharpie. It said, "Abolish billionaires." And she's just standing there. And I thought, I don't think that's going to do it. It doesn't feel like that's going to result in Jeff Bezos going, what's happening to me? Sadly, it's going to be okay for him. I thought it was good how young people got out there and they expressed themselves. They went out there to solve a lot of problems. Not all of the problems, but some of them. They went out there to stop discrimination. Not all discrimination, just some of it, which is a weird form of discrimination. But there are groups that are discriminated against who don't have any protesters or any people working for them. And we all discriminate against these people, like ugly people. Everybody discriminates against ugly people. They do, and it's awful. I mean, I'd rather be discriminated against for my race than for being ugly. Because you might not lose a job or a promotion, but nobody kisses you on the lips like your whole fucking life. Like, try that. This is what we say to ugly people. We don't like your face. We just don't like it. So no one's going to fall in love with you, and it's unanimous. Sorry. And we just expect ugly people to be like, oh, no, I understand. I mean, sure. My head shape is no good for you, so I'll go without the things that matter in life. Also, overweight people. Overweight people deal with things that none of us deal with, because I'm not overweight. There's people who are discriminated against because of their weight. I read a story once about a woman who's 600 pounds, and she couldn't get medical care. Because everything she goes to the doctor, he just says it's because she's fat. Everything. She's like, my knees hurt. He's like, yeah, my knees hurt just looking at you. What did you think was going to happen? She's like, I have chest pains. He says, yeah, because your organs are over capacity, so they're hurting. She's like, I got shot in the head. He's like, yeah, because you're fucking fat. Somebody shot you in the fucking head because you're fat. It's a terrible story. Here's the worst part of the story, and this is true. This is true. She needed an MRI because she had something serious. She's 600 pounds. She doesn't fit in the machine. You know what they did? They sent her to the zoo. I'm not kidding. They sent her to the fucking zoo. That's what we do for fat people who need an MRI. Hey, here's your prescription. Go to the zoo. Yeah, that's where you should go. You should go to the zoo. By the way, you know how many fat people we have in this country? About 600 trillion billion thousands of them. You know how many trans people there are? About 38. But if you're trans and you need a restroom and it's awkward, we'll change every restroom. But if you're fat and you need an MRI, you go to the zoo, you fat bitch. Just go to the zoo. You go experience that today. What happens when she gets to the zoo? What actually fucking happens when she arrives at the zoo? Hi. Are you here to see the monkeys? No, I'm here for an MRI. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, just stand in the straw over here. Yeah. You're after the walrus who has lymphoma. By the way, why is there an MRI machine at the fucking zoo? Who was developing that instead of a fat human being MRI? Who's paying for this shit? You don't give an elephant a fucking magnetic resonance image test. Are you fucking high? That's obscene. If an elephant is sick, you just listen. You do this thing. Misa thinks she's gonna die today. I'm saying this out of respect for elephants, by the way, because we're supposed to respect how they live. They don't fucking cure their diseases. This is not their culture. This is our word. Let's fix it. Oh, he's sick. That's not how elephants live. An elephant in the Serengeti isn't like, I have a lump, I have to see my oncologist. When an elephant gets cancer, he falls over and he takes his fucking turn and becomes food. You don't put an elephant in a state-of-the-art... What if you find cancer? What, are you gonna give him chemotherapy? The skinny elephant with a pink baseball hat? Each day is a gift. I love animals, I do. I do. We have a weird relationship to animals. We name them and we play with them, and we kill them and we eat them, and we stuff them, and we draw them. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I don't know my dog. We've never had a conversation, not one time. I talk and she just hears "Paradases, pepacortases, sicaportases, and pansas. Sisigolde pilla shutting in day stats, palumpa." She looks at me and I'm like, yes. She's like, what? You don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Fuck you. I don't know this bitch. I have no idea what she's thinking. I really wish I did. I wish I knew what she was thinking. It's my biggest wish maybe in life. Is that I knew, because I know she has thoughts. I know she does. There's no way she's just like, dog. There's stuff going on in here. I've seen it. You ever watch your dog make a decision? You ever watch your dog just walk in the room and then look around like... Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. Please tell me why. I think my dog thinks I'm insane. Because I look at my life through her eyes. Like, I'll watch TV for 4 hours. And from my dog's point of view, I'm just sitting there. What the fuck is he laughing? What happened? My dog is my life now because my kids are growing up. My kids are in college and they're all, you know, I'm an empty nester. That's what you call it when your kids are gone, because they grew up, not if they're dead. It's not used that way. My daughter died of leukemia. Hey, you're an empty nester. I miss it. I miss having little kids. I think about it all the time. I think about it maybe adopting, you know? I could adopt a baby from a third world country. That's a good thing to do, because you can just leave them outside. You don't have to... You know, it's interesting. We've been adopting babies from other countries in America for a long time. You know, other countries do it too, but I live here, so I'll talk about that. But it's an interesting thing. It's not a biological imperative to go get a baby from thousands of miles away, but we've been doing that in large numbers here for a long time. And not always for the same reasons. There's been different reasons why we've done it. In the early, like in the 70s when I grew up, sometimes you meet a couple who had an African baby that they brought because they're those kind of, you know, these kinds of people, you know. The kind of couples that hold hands when they announce things. You know those kind of people? They gather their friends and they're like, we've decided. You know those... They have a farm table with a clay pot of honey on it. And their apple juice is cloudy. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the kind of people that make a trip to Zimbabwe and get a baby and name him Kevin and send him to Boston College, whatever. That was like the 70s and 80s. Then in the 90s, it became very popular with gay couples started to adopt babies from China because they want to have a baby, but they can't. They both have dicks. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that? Gay couples have 2 dicks. So they can't make a baby. You can try. You can... Just really fucking... You could try to come into one dick with the other. Like, if you line up the dick holes, and you can come and the sperm goes up this dick and down that one. And then the sperm gets to the balls and they're like, wait, what the fuck? Did we turn around? Because we're in the balls again. Whose balls are these? These aren't even his balls. Oh, he's gay. Fuck. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's just swim around till we're dead. It's just the way it is. You're not gonna... A baby will never come out of a penis. It's good. It's a good thing. Because it's hard for women. Imagine pushing a whole baby out of your penis dick hole. Even just a hand. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why gay couples adopt. That's why. And often from China, because they make a lot of stuff there. So that was that. That was the gay couples were adopting Chinese babies because they couldn't have babies. And then a lot of other couples started doing it more around the turn of the century. I used to live in Hollywood, which is a pretty awful place. And everybody there gets Chinese babies. It's very popular. They go and it's not because they can't have babies, and it's not because they're trying to help somebody from far away. It's because they're just busy. They're busy. They want to have a baby, but they don't want to have a baby. You know what I mean? That thing where you can't have your baby and eat it too, or whatever. I don't know how that works. They don't want to get pregnant, is the point. So they go to China. They don't even go to China. They go to the airport, and somebody from China meets them, gives them a baby. It's true. They just take it home, and then they get a Jamaican nanny to watch their Chinese baby. And they go to cocktail parties. We have a Chinese baby. It's amazing. And meanwhile, the Chinese baby and the Jamaican nanny are just alone looking at each other like, what are we doing? What is this? Why can't either of us see our families? Why? What the fuck is the point of this?